In today's video, I'm turning all the injury sliders to 100. What it is good, YouTube? Odie back with another 2K banger. Today we have an absolute chaotic video where we're going to be changing all the injury settings to a max. So if you take a look at my screen here, CPU injury frequency 100, effects are at 100 as well. I have no idea what's about to happen in this video. There could be an injury every day. There could be an injury every other day. There could be, I don't even know, there could be career-ending injuries once a week. I have no idea. That being said, I am going to start this career-ending injury frequency slider at about 75, because if this is at 100, will we see like Steph Curry go out there and just like snap his neck and be done for his career, or Chris Bosh get a blood clot? Like, could that happen? Like, I have no idea. So we're gonna start at 75 and see where it goes from there. If you like these style of videos, man, drop a like, drop a sub, comment down below what videos y'all want to see next, man. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. If you're new here, make sure to hit that sub button, you feel me? We're gonna see what kind of mayhem plays out in this simulation. I don't know how many years we're gonna simulate. We're just gonna kind of go, and without further ado, let's just hop right into it. I'm gonna sim one day, one game without the whole entire NBA, and see what happens. So if I go out there and I take a look at the injury report, okay, this is actually crazy, but this is exactly what I was looking for. Is there a way to filter all teams here? Entire league. Here we go. Oh my God. All right. Well, you're already seeing a season-ending injury for Jared Vanderbilt. One game in the year, he tore his ACL. At this rate, when we get to the playoffs, there's gonna be like, they're gonna be playing G League guys in the playoffs. This video is gonna be so funny, bro. Bam tore his MCL. He's out for 1 to 2 months, but so far a game into the season and you already have a season-ending injury. How many injuries is this? Tatum got poked in the damn eye, bro. Bruised sternum. I had a bruised sternum this morning, bro. I stretched my shit. Shit hurt. Let's go. We're at October 22nd. Let's go to November 10th. Let's go like 8 games into season, bro, to kind of see what happens here, because this is insane off rip. All right, November 11th, we're gonna stop it at. Now let's check the injury report again. Okay, league history. All right, still the only season ending injury is Vando, so that's actually not bad. We haven't seen any season ending injuries besides that. Wendell Carter broke his damn spine. He's out 2 to 4 months. Horford fractured leg. All right, so with all this crazy ass shit going on here, and the injuries are just piled up, man, I'm gonna sim to the halfway point of the NBA season, and then we'll take a deep dive in it and see what the hell is actually going on. Let's go to the trade deadline of this first NBA season and see what teams are good, and see who's out for the year, and see who's out for their career. We still haven't yet to see a career-ending injury. All right, trade deadline is here, and I am extremely excited to see what's going on. First things first, let's take a look. Oh my God. I was gonna say first things first, let's take a look at the NBA standings. The New York Knicks are yet to lose 5 games. They're 47-4. They must be fully healthy. No, Jalen Brunson's injured, and they are still the best team in basketball. 47 wins is crazy. The worst team in the league is still the Brooklyn Nets, or the Washington Wizards, I mean. Oh man, my boy is not going to be happy about this one. All right, we have a bunch of season-ending injuries, starting with DeJounte Murray here, who got a stress fracture in his damn foot. He's out for the year. Hauser tore his ACL. He's done. Vando, obviously. Jokic tore his Achilles. No! Jokic is cooked. Peyton Watson's done for the season. Gigi Jackson. What else is new? I mean, you knew this shit had to pop up at some point. Joel Embiid. I mean, that is just a given that this man was going to be out for the season. Kelly Oubre is done for the season. I mean, the injury report is just absolutely insane. The whole entire league is damn near injured. Well, since we haven't seen any career-ending injuries, I kind of want to up this to like 85. Because we still haven't seen anybody go down for their career yet. Achilles is damn near career ending. I mean, at some point, Jokic, I guess, is the closest one to a career ending injury so far. The NBA is going to be a whole lot different once the playoffs come around. Are there any new all-stars? Because did some like players miss the whole entire season? Kind of like, let's just kind of check all-stars and see what's going on here. Do we have any new weird all-stars here? Nah, not really. Everyone is still here. Okay, I didn't even think about how MVP would change, bro. And I don't know what the happened, but Karl Anthony Towns won the damn MVP. I don't think I've ever seen this before. So you max out injuries and Towns ends up winning it, man. 25, 11, and 3 is good enough to win MVP. Karl Towns, bro. The Zest God. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year, so he didn't get injured. You know, Dallas got to protect him. 6th Man of the Year, Josh Hart. Are the Knicks just going to win every award? Are the Knicks the only non-injured team in the league? Evan Mobley still won. Depoy Sar won Most Improved, Dame Clutch Player. Mike Brown and the Knicks won 69 games, so they were definitely healthy. All-NBA first team, Giannis Trae Young, James Harden, LeBron James, they're all healthy. Giannis is done for 2 to 4 weeks, so he's going to still be there. Cade Cunningham is 1 to 2 weeks on All-NBA second team, and then All-NBA third team. Everyone is healthy. How did Anthony Davis stay healthy in a season where the injury sliders were maxed out to 100%? That's like a miracle, bro. That's like some walking on water type, breaking bread, water into wine type shit. You feel me? All defensive first team, all defensive second team, and then the rookie teams. What happened to Ace Bailey? He's only 2 to 4 weeks. Let's sim the playing games, and then let's take a look at the injury report for the playoffs, because that's what's really going to matter, because we don't care about the plan. All right. Okay. All entire league. Here we go. Okay. That's a lot more season-ending injuries. Goga Bitadze out for the season. Tore his ACL. We had 3 torn ACLs. Aaron Nesmith tore his Achilles. Unfortunate. Strus done for the year. Carter Bryant broke his leg. Bilal Coulibaly broke his leg. He broke his leg, though. Greg Jennings put the team on his back. Shout out that clip. Torn MCL for Zaya Williams. Najee Marshall got some ligament shit. That's a lot of season-ending injuries. Spinal for Kelly Oubre. Okay, Kevin Durant tore his MCL. He's done for 6 to 8 weeks. That's still a long time. Siakam tore his hamstring. Ow. Ankle sprains. Okay. No, like, superstars got injured, though, besides Giannis twisted up his knee. All right, so let's take a look at these playoff matchups. So apparently the Knicks are the best team in the league. Let's see what they finished. 69-13 is crazy. Boston was the 2 seed still with their team. They stayed pretty healthy, I guess. Cavs are the 3 seed, worst teams in the NBA. Toronto, Washington, yeah, same shit. Over in the West, you're looking at the OKC Thunder staying healthy relatively throughout the season. Dallas, Houston, so kind of same stuff going on there. Obviously, the Nuggets were not good. They don't have Jokic. They're starting Big Valanciunas at center, so that doesn't really help. So let's get into these playoffs, man. We're going to jump into any Game 7s in the first round, if there are any, and take a look at it. We have any Game 7s? No Game 7s. Okay. First Game 7s, we have Atlanta versus Orlando Magic. Do we have any injuries in this game? I do not believe so. Well, Jalen Johnson's day-to-day looks like he's playing through it. Same with Porzingis and Mo Gay. And then as for the Orlando Magic, you got Goga Bitadze out for the season. Wendell's day-to-day. Paolo's out. And John Isaac. Are these guys playing through their injuries? They are playing through their injuries, so they're going to be hobbled. A Simcast Game 7. All right, Paolo's dealing with a knee injury. They're down their center, Goga Bitadze, for the season, and it looks like the Magic are going to pull out on top nonetheless. They are absolutely blowing out this Atlanta Hawks team, and they're going to be advancing to round 2. All right, who put up a good game? Paolo. Injured knee and all that, still drops 28. All right, let's go over to the Clippers and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, it looks like Mike Conley is injured. Besides that, it looks like everybody's healthy. Oh, actually, the Clippers are missing Zubac. Yeah, Zubac is out 2 to 4 weeks, and John Collins is out as well. So the Clippers are down 2 starters against the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is not going to go well. Somehow, maybe some way, Harden and Kawhi can pull off the upset of the lifetime. But Anthony Edwards, I feel like it's going to be too much for them to handle. It's a close-ass game. We might be able to jump into this one. 6-point game. Not close enough, but the Clippers actually make the upset, and Bradley Beal goes off. He says, let me put the team on my back, dude. That's crazy. All right, so we got the semifinal matchups locked in and loaded, ready to go. Let's start simming these ones. All right, Knicks advance. First team to advance. They beat the Orlando Magic in 5 games right there. All right, Mavs Rockets Game 6. The Mavs advance. They win in 6 games. Celtics Cavs Game 6, and the Cavs advance past the Boston Celtics. All right, and then last Game 6 here, we'll get a Game 7, and no, we do not. So no Game 7s there. OKC advances, and we have our conference finals matchups set in stone. Now, no really injuries have really changed how the first year of these 2K simulations go. Usually Dallas or OKC is going to be there, and New York and Cleveland are going to be there. Let's check if there's any injuries for either of these teams. No injuries for OKC. Dallas has just Najee Marshall out for the season, and then the Cavs, Max Strus is done. Dean Wade's day-to-day. And then the New York Knicks, they're actually missing OG and Josh Hart. So they must have just got injured if you do take a look at their squad. Yeah, I mean, OG's playing through it. And it seems like Josh Hart is as well. That's kind of sicko shit from Josh Hart. No, Josh Hart is not playing. OG is playing through his high ankle sprain. That's some sick work. That's kind of diabolical. And he's still dropping 23. So that's kind of insane. All right, well, OKC's about to sweep Dallas, and they do. So OKC's in the NBA Finals. You have a 2-2 series here, and 3-2 New York Knicks, and we have a Game 7. I love Game 7s, man. Game 7 with a chance to go to the NBA Finals. Back and forth game here, and we have a close one. We have a very, very close game, and the Cavs do pull away in the 4th quarter. The Cavs are going to be advancing to the NBA Finals. J-Dub versus Donovan Mitchell. Do we pick up any injuries in those 2 rounds? It does not look like it. Yeah, OKC still has no injuries at all, which is crazy. And the Cavs still have Max Strus. Lonzo's out for the season. He pulled his hamstring, and Evan Mobley has a pinched nerve. Oh no. Evan Mobley's gonna play through a pinched nerve. He's playing down 5. I mean, that is some sicko shit. They're without Lonzo Ball, so their rotation looks pretty thin. Pinched nerve, playing through a pinched nerve is crazy. Evan Mobley is banged up, and he's playing through it. Unfortunately, the Thunder are just gonna be rolling to the NBA Finals, and they sweep the Cavs. They sweep the NBA Finals, and SGA wins Finals MVP. So the OKC Thunder in this first year of these injuries, doesn't sustain one single injury. So we'll see if these injuries linger into next season. Oh my God, he's done for his career. Oh my God, he's done for his career. Yo, bro, I'm filming a video right now. Like I'm doing like I just like maxed out like the injury sliders or whatever. Yeah. Dog. Don't even fucking show me. Look. I don't want to see it. Look. I don't want to see it. He got injured for his career. Yeah, so you got guys still out like 10 to 12 months. Like you got guys out months. You got guys out a bunch of weeks, but we got our first career-ending injury, and it comes with DeJounte Murray. Right foot stress fracture, and he called it a career. At the age of 29, he's done. I'm going to override a bunch of these retirements. Wait, what happens if I Wait, hold up. I got a question. DeJounte's trying to call it a career. What happens if I override his retirement? Will he just come back? I can't let that happen, unfortunately. You gotta go, DeJounte. You gotta go. All right, well, the Pelicans, on the bright side, they do get the first pick in the draft, so that's pretty good. So we'll see. They're probably gonna draft, like, AJ Advance here or some shit. And, yeah, they draft Darren Peterson, so that's a good, you know, they get their DeJounte replacement. That's actually good. So shout out the Pelicans, man. I have an idea. What if we drop the durability down to, like, 0? Do you think that'll help anything? We're gonna up the career-ending injury to 100, because why not? All right, so I think that's the most we can do injury-wise. Where did LeBron and them go? I didn't take a look at it. Let me just go find it real quick. LeBron went to the Bulls, so that's where LeBron ended up. Anything new? Trae Young ends up going to the Washington Wizards, but it seems like the NBA is relatively healthy right now heading into this next season. I mean, you take a look at, yeah, I mean, the entire league, you still got some guys out for a while. They're still playing. Now with the career-ending injury slider cranked up to over 100, I wonder what that's going to change for the NBA. So kind of like doing the same thing what we did last year. We're just going to sim one game. We're going to sim one game in, or we'll sim a week. Let's sim a week in and see what happens. Let's get to November 2nd here. And yeah, all right, let's take a look at the injury report a week into the season. Okay, well, you already have Keegan Murray tearing his Achilles already. He's out for the year. Wemby is out 4 to 6 months. Tyler Hero's out 1 to 2 months. I mean, you already have some serious injuries. Jaren Jackson's done. I mean, these are some big time injuries, man. A bunch of 6 to 8 weeks type shit. All right, well, we're gonna, oh my God. Okay, it's bad. All right, well, we're gonna do the same things we did last year. Let's go to the end of the year. See who's healthy and who's not for the NBA playoffs, man. And remember, you saw Karl-Anthony Towns win MVP. Who the hell is gonna win MVP this year? Type in the comments down below what y'all think right now. No cheating. Well, Jokic wins MVP, so it seems like he stayed healthy throughout this season, which is a good sign. Darren Peterson does win Rookie of the Year for the Pelicans. Russell Westbrook, 6th man. Evan Mobley, Depoy. Cooper Flag, Most Improved Player. Tyrese Maxey, Clutch Player. And the Knicks win 62 games once again. Take a look at the All-NBA teams. Everyone is relatively healthy once again. Alperen Şengün is banged. Okay, All-NBA third team is banged up. But the good thing is they're kind of major minor injuries. Okay, never mind. Tyrese Maxey's done 6 to 8 weeks. He is not playing in the playoffs. Once again, we're going to sim these play-ins because who the hell cares about the play-in games? If your team was not good enough to make the playoffs, then you suck. Okay, players that are good. We don't care about Patrick Baldwin's getting injured, man. We don't care about y'all. Christian Braun is important. Vucevic, Gafford, important, I would say, for the Mavs run. Grady Dick. I don't know if these teams made the playoffs, but they lost Quickly and Dick. Oh no, Bronny! What happened? He tore his Achilles. No! That's not good. Jaden Ivey broke his ankle. Yo, this dude, Goga Bitadze, I think tore his ACL twice, bro. Goga hasn't played in 2 seasons, bro. Give it up, my boy. How you break your kneecap, Ben Mathurin? Yo, there's a lot of injuries. Luka is done for the playoffs as well. My goodness gracious, these are a lot of injuries. All right, well, the best team in the NBA once again was the New York Knicks. They seem to be pretty much healthy on paper. Philly's that 2 seed here. Joel Embiid somehow stayed healthy throughout this season. I don't know how that's possible. Minnesota and OKC still on top. Never mind, I lied. All right, we have 1 game 7, Minnesota versus Dallas. So Gafford is out, Malik Beasley is out, and Kyrie is banged up for the Dallas Mavericks. What injury does Kyrie have here? Kyrie is a sprained knee, but it's day to day. All right, so let's get simcast this game 7. You got a little worse version of Kyrie Irving here. I wonder in this next offseason if there's any other settings I can implement to get more injuries. I'm gonna have to check it out. But it does seem like you have a close game here. We might be able to jump into this one, and yeah, let's jump in. Keon Ellis with the ball over to Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards over to Jaden McDaniels, over to Keon Ellis. Keon Ellis with 7 on the shot clock. He's got to put up a shot. Keon Ellis over to Anthony Edwards. 3 on the shot clock. Pull up midi for Ant is no good. All right, Cooper Flag pushing the ball. Fly on my desk. Down to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis needs to get a bucket. He's going to muscle. He's going to muscle. He's going to brick the rim. And that's going to be a timeout for the damn Minnesota Timberwolves with a chance to tie the game. Anthony Edwards over to Jaden McDaniels for 3. He hits it. A hobbled Kyrie Irving looking to win the game with 12 seconds left. The Mavericks are down by 1 point. Kyrie going to work on Rob Dillingham. Kyrie passes it over to Flag. Flag with 3 on the clock. Flag for the win. No good. All right, well, both Western Conference series end in 5 games. All right, do we have a game 7 here? And yes, we do. Atlanta versus the Pacers here. Definitely seems like we got some injuries in this game. The Atlanta Hawks dealing with no injuries whatsoever. They just don't have Trae Young anymore. And then as for the Indiana Pacers, they're missing Ben Mathurin and TJ McConnell. It's got to be a whole lot of Tyrese Halliburton. It's got to be a whole lot of Pascal Siakam, I would assume here. And it seems like that is going to be the case. The Pacers win by 45 points here. And yeah, it's a bunch of Tyrese Halliburton. It's a bunch of Johnny Furphy. All right, well, you got your conference finals set where you see the Pacers versus the New York Knicks. The Pacers go up 3-0 on the New York Knicks, man. And the New York Knicks gonna go out sad here. Oh my god, they're gonna make a 3-0 comeback. And no, they do not. The Pacers, 7-seed Pacers advance. You got a 3-2 series here in the OKC Thunder advance. So you have a rematch of the 2025 or 4 NBA Finals. Ben Mathurin coming back from his injury. He's in the lineup. They're still missing Jarris Walker and TJ McConnell. And as for the OKC Thunder, are they missing anybody? They are missing Cason Wallace and they are missing Isaiah Hartenstein, 2 big-time bench role players. They're starting Ousmane Dieng at center, bro. That is not good. Game number 1 goes to the Indiana Pacers. Tyrese Halliburton wants that championship. Game 2 is a Thunder victory. SGA, who the hell is this guy? He's putting in work. Game number 3 goes to the Thunder. Game 4, a Thunder victory. In Game 5 will be a Thunder victory once again. They go back-to-back. Even with injuries to Cason Wallace and Isaiah Hartenstein, the OKC Thunder get it done, and they win back-to-back championships in this video. Actually, if you're counting real life, they've won 3 in a row. 2 against the Pacers. All right, let's sim another year, bro. I'm having fun with this. All right, so as for retirements, I can't override LeBron. I can't override KD. TJ McConnell is dealing with too many injuries. He's going to call it a career. All right, draft. The Pelicans got back-to-back first picks in the draft. So, all right, free agency here. You got some big-time free agent names. Giannis going to the Golden State Warriors to pair up with Steph Curry. Dame goes to the Bulls. Jimmy to the Jazz. All right, so again with the same thing. I also, what I did was I bumped the fatigue rate down to see if that changes anything. So I don't know if that's going to change something. Let's go to November 12th here. And let's see what kind of injuries we have so far to start this season. You only have 1 guy out for the season so far. How the hell did Derek White rupture his Achilles? He's only out for 4 to 6 months. I mean, that's pretty insane. I mean, these are intense injuries, right? Like, these are really big time injuries. But the thing is like, I'm trying to see some career ending injuries. As messed up as that sounds, where are the career ending injuries at, man? I got it at 100. All right, well, I think that's the most we can do for injuries wise. So again, I guess I'll just see y'all at the end of the season or at the halfway point. Well, Jokic wins another one. So again, stayed healthy. Giannis wins Depoy. Hansen Yang doing his thing. Hawks win the Coach of the Year, and I've never seen that shorty before. Darian Peterson made all NBA first team at an 81 overall. That man averaged 21, 7, and 7 in year 2. J-Dubs out for the season. See, this is what I was looking for, man. I need some injury to some top tier talent players, man. Melo's day-to-day. Tyrese Maxey, another brutal injury for him. Oh my god, the Pelicans are the 1 seed. Maybe all they needed was DeJounte to get a career-ending injury. Yo, they're not even good. How the hell is that team the 1 seed? I have no idea. All right, who's the best player injured? Paulo Banchero tore his Achilles. He's done. Alperen Şengün is done. He tore his Achilles. Jordan Poole tore his Achilles. Porzingis tore his ACL. Oh, there's a lot of Achilles injuries, man. That's a lot of Achilles injuries. Patellas left and right. Stokes, he's done for the season. Jaime Jaquez is done for the season. Zion's done for the season. Oh my goodness. The Pelicans have lost their top tier talent players. Cam Boozer, Naz Reid. 6 to 8 weeks might as well be the NBA season if you're in the playoffs. Atlanta seems to be a team that's not banged up. They have stayed relatively healthy. They got Jalen Johnson, he's a little banged up. They did lost Porzingis for the season, so that is definitely something. Good thing they have some depth there. All right, let's sim these first rounds. Do we have any game 7s popping up? All right, we have a game 7 here. Knicks versus the Chicago Bulls. Oh, the Knicks are missing OG, so that is a big time loss. Back and forth game, very close game with a minute left. You know we got to jump in. Ball into Josh Giddey. Josh Giddey kicks it over to Matas Buzelis for 3, and that is good. The Bulls go up 5 with a minute left in the game. No Jalen Brunson on the court. They have a bunch of nobodies. A former MVP in Karl Anthony Towns banging on the low block. He's going to go up, and he gets absolutely swatted, and that should be the game. The Chicago Bulls are going to be upsetting the New York Knicks. Damian Lillard is on the Bulls, bro. Dame Time is trying to make a miracle run at it. All right, we have another game 7 up here, which is the Pelicans versus the Denver Nuggets. The New Orleans Pelicans are without Zion Williamson. You know they lost DeJounte, but they have made All-NBA first team Darren Peterson. So will they get eliminated here? And they do go outside. They lose by 20 points. And the ones he gets knocked off there. Jokic with an absolute disgusting stat line. No game 7s at all. Very quick series here. OKC's down 3-2. And you do have a game 7 here. J-Dub is out for the season for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Can they still persevere and make the conference finals without J-Dub? All right, well, Kawhi Leonard is healthy. He kicks it over to Max Christie for 3, or that's Cam Christie. Chet's playing through some sort of injury right now. Shea with the ball, 35 to go. They're up by 1 currently. Here comes the screen. SGA with the pull-up 3. He's gonna not hit it. Kawhi Leonard's not injured, but he sure is tired. 25 on the clock. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. Is that Gershon? Who the hell is that? No, that's Charles Bassey. Down to James Harden, and he hits the layup. 9 seconds to go. SGA with the ball. 5 seconds to go. Shea working on James Harden. Step back versus older team. Step back midi, no good. So it seems like no J-Dub most certainly made a difference in the Thunder's run to the NBA Finals. Shea dropped 50 to close it out. Unfortunately, it was not enough. The Orlando Magic, are they dealing with any injuries? You saw, I think Paolo Banchero is out for this season. They're missing Paolo Banchero and Wendell Carter. They are starting a 66 overall auto-generated Jared Bellamy at center. That is definitely not the play. Clippers dealing with that Zubac injury. He is out for the season. They don't have Lonzo Ball either. So Zubac out for the season. They have Charles Bassey in that starting lineup. Does the Timberwolves have any injuries here? They do not. They look like they're all good. They do have a Naz Reid injury. Besides that, they are good to go. At least they have some center depth here. All right, let's get into simming. 3-2 series in the Eastern Conference. You got a game 7, which is beautiful. You got 2 game 7s here. Magic blowing the doors off. But this one, it's a close game again. Another game to hop into it. All right, ball in once again. Okay, let's see. They got the Benny guy who I always get in a rebuilds, going to the cup. He missed the layup, gets his own rebound, kicks it out to Jalen Suggs for 3. He misses. Zachary Risachet with the ball, working on Franz Wagner. He got nowhere to go. He's absolutely bottled up. Over to Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Nah, with the fadeaway 3 is no good. Benny with the rebound. The little white dude, he be putting in work on the glass. Up to Franz Wagner. No Paolo Banchero, remember that. Down to Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma thinks he's the main character, and he is. The hook leg goes for Kuz, man. Risachet with the ball. 30 seconds left. Risachet goes to the hop step. Easy bucket for Risachet. Franz looking for a bucket. Franz got nowhere to go. Kicks it over to Desmond Bane. Back to Franz. He ain't got no damn 3 ball. Franz Wagner with the ball. Franz down to the Bellamy, the 66 overall. 11 seconds to go in the game. Risachet with a chance to end it right now. 5 seconds to go. Zachary Risachet, the screen from Onyeka Okongwu. He's going to pull up the fadeaway 3. It's good. Risachet with 0.2 on the clock. That's going to do it. And the Atlanta Hawks advance to the NBA Finals. All right, with the Hawks making the NBA Finals, you have a game 7. Clippers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. It looks like the Clippers are going to be absolutely banging this one out, and they are going to be winning, advancing to the NBA Finals. James Harden versus Jalen Johnson. The Atlanta Hawks are here, and it looks like Ivica Zubac is back in the lineup, ready to go. Game number 1 is a Clippers victory. James Harden leading the way. Game 2, the Hawks get it back, tied 1-1. Game number 3, also a Clippers victory. Kawhi, Harden, Zubac, they win by 9. Game number 4, the Clippers go up 3-1. Fidabid and Kawhi Leonard doing their thing. Game 5 to end the series. The Los Angeles Clippers get it done in the final year, and Fidabid James Harden wins a Finals MVP, the first of his career. And what a way to cap off a video by James Harden getting himself a first ring of his career. My goodness. Only career-ending injury of this video was DeJounte Murray. Pretty insane stuff, but a whole lot of season-ending injuries, as you can see. I mean, holy shit. Well, I went one more season. We're not going to sim it. I just want to point out, Jokic tore his Achilles for the second time of his career. No career-ending injuries, though, unfortunately. And to cap it off, Simba's here to say what's up. So what's good? All right, that's going to do it, man. If you like this video, man, you want more videos like this, drop a like, drop a sub, comment down below what videos I want to see next. And we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, man. I'm going to catch you boys in the next one, man. Peace out.